As we go to planes of motion, the same rules apply. This isn't just learning this terminology to sound educated in front of our members. It's about that variance, understanding all of our planes of motion and using them all. The first one we want to cover is going to be our sagittal plane. The sagittal plane is up and down movements. If I was standing straight up and down and I had a line straight through the middle of my body, I would either be going up and down or forwards and backwards to stay on that plane. So movements that are examples within the sagittal plane would be squatting, running, walking, maybe a bicep curl if we stay in that plane of motion, but that would all be within the sagittal plane. The next movement we're going to cover is going to be frontal. If I'm talking about the frontal plane, I would have a line now through the middle of my body the opposite way, through my head, through my shoulders, straight out to the side, and I'm moving side to side within frontal movements. So if I'm doing a frontal exercise, that could be a lateral lunge, it could be a lateral raise, it could be lateral hops over a box, but frontal plane is side to side movements. The next plane of motion, and often neglected plane of motion, is the transverse, and that's rotational. That's moving across those planes, whether it's on an angle or straight across, turning or twisting, but that's working within the transverse plane. An example of that could be a Russian twist. It could be adding a turn to an upward motion press, or maybe it's hanging from a bar doing our windmill with our legs. Those are all working within the transverse plane. And those are going to be our planes of motion.